So today I'm going to do an unboxing of the JBL LSR 305s. I have done a lot of research on these things before deciding on buying them. And the reason why is because these actually compete with the KRK Rokit 5s and a couple of others as well, but the JBLs and the Rokit 5s seem to stand out more than other 5-inch studio monitors. Now, even though this says 5-inch, these speakers are actually bigger than the KRK Rokit 5s, and I chose them because JBL are known for their really good sound, but I needed speakers that have a flat reference point. When mixing music, you want to make sure that you have speakers that sound relatively neutral and don't amplify the bass or the treble unnecessarily, because when you do your final mixing in your music, you end up having too much bass in your songs, or too little bass, or you have too much treble, or maybe too little treble. Now, one of the problems I've got with my music is I sometimes have too much bass in my music and my treble is too low. And I normally hear this when I've already mixed a song and I play it back on a different sound system once the song has been mixed. Then I can hear all the imperfections in the way that it's been mixed, and I have to go back to the drawing board and remix the song from scratch. So for this reason, I've actually bought these speakers, and I'm going to do an unboxing quickly. And I also just want to show you guys the setup that I've got now. So the setup I've got now is I've been using these Logitech 2.1 speakers, and they are very good. They provide a very good sound system. They use what they call THX. I don't know if you can read that. And you turn them on over here, and they have a bass boost over here for the subwoofer. And that is the problem, because I've never really known whether the bass that's coming out of my keyboard is in fact true, or if it's been amplified by the speakers. And I think these are more suited for computer use, for playing back music, but definitely not for mixing music on or composing music on. And this is the keyboard that I actually use, the Yamaha XF6. But let's get to unboxing these babies. So in the bag we get some instructions and these little pads that you put under the speaker to prevent it from vibrating. Set up here now, and I'm going to do a quick sound check and see what it sounds like. So this is a song that I'm actually working on at the moment, and it's still in the unfinished phase. Well, I can say with confidence that I'm very happy with the result. These are very good speakers. And I like the fact that they give me a flat reference. I can now go onto my keyboard's mixing monitor. This is actually where I do all my mixing, on the keyboard itself. And if I go over here, this is where I do all my EQs. So the 50 Hertz is my bass. down here, that's my mids and my upper mids, and then that is the treble over there. So I don't want the treble to be too high, and I don't want it to overpower the music, because too much detail can actually detract from the bottom half of the song. So I'm quite happy with these speakers, and I think they're going to do a really good job of allowing me to mix my music properly. Right, so I just want to show you guys at the back. This is where the bass reflects it. Now the bass is reflecting against the wall over here. That isn't ideal, but with the fact that I'm sitting so close to the speakers, I actually do still have a good reference. And over here you got some trim that you can actually adjust, high frequencies, low frequencies. You got the volume knob, and it's got input sensitivity. So I've got balanced input plugged, and the reason I believe that these are for professional use is because you can only put balanced input on these speakers. So they don't even cater for unbalanced input, which is really, really nice, because then you know the volume of the music you're listening to is also the right volume that will be converted once your song is recorded. And we've got our AC input over here. So this is 100 to 240 volts, as you can see there. And JBL LSR 305s. And both speakers look identical at the back, and both have a power cable. And the reason for that is because one doesn't feed off the other's power. So you can actually buy one speaker if you need, if you ever needed to do that. But I need a stereo reference for stereo recording. The other interesting thing about these speakers is they don't actually have a cover. So this is it. What you see is what you get. And you can actually see the sub moving around. If I tap it, it's got a nice bassy sound to it. And there's a lot of space for the drivers to move around. And we have an LED light here that shows that it's actually on. So on the whole, I'm actually quite impressed with them. So if professional recording is really what you'd like to do, and you're looking for good reference monitors, I can highly recommend these. They are as good as the reviewers say they are.